Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and today we're going to be talking about the organization of the Sisters of Battle. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you have any suggestions, please comment down below. And if you enjoy our content, thank our patrons on Patreon. It's because of them that we can do this. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. Now stay tuned to the end of the video because we have a special giveaway for you guys for the end of the year subscriber appreciation giveaways. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the organization of the Sisters of Battle. The Sisters of Battle wage holy war across the many planets of the Imperium of Man, and while it is most common to think of these warrior women simply as soldiers of the ecclesiarchy, defending the imperial cult and its people, the Adeptus Sororitas is more than a sisterhood of soldiers. When the masses of the Imperium speak about the Sisters of Battle, they most often picture the famed Orders Militant, but within the organization exist many non-combatant divisions that are just as important to the well-being of the Imperium as the bolter-wielding female warriors. To understand the many orders of the Adeptus Sororitas, we must dissect the hierarchy of this ecclesiarchal adepta. At the very top of the organization is the Imperial Church, the ecclesiarchy. The Sisters of Battle follow the rule of the Imperial Church first and foremost. Acting as the leader and centralized ruler of the sisterhood is the Abbess Sanctorum. She is a spiritual leader that is elected into the position by the heads of the organization. She presides over two convents. One is the Convent Prioris, which is located on Terra, and where the Abbess Sanctorum lives and commands, and the Convent Sanctorum, which is located in the Shrine World of Ophelia 7. From these two convents branch out many different organizations known as orders. These orders are organized into two distinct groups, the Orders Majoris, which make up the Orders Militant, the Orders Hospitaller, the Order Famulus, and the Order Dialogos, and the Orders Minores, which make up lesser, well-known, and often more specialized groups. What we will be focusing on today is the Orders Majoris, which are arguably the most honored and powerful orders of the Sisters of Battle. The most well-known is of course the Orders Militant. They pursue the ways of war to spread the Emperor's light across the galaxy. They are tasked by the ecclesiarchy with defending its shrine in cardinal worlds or retaking such planets from heretics, Xenos, or the ruinous powers. There exist 6 Orders Militants within the Order Majoris, 3 under the Convent Sanctorum on Ophelia 7, and 3 under the Convent Prioris on Terra. These are the Orders of the Bloody Rose, the Orders of Our Martyred Lady, and the Orders of the Valorous Heart on one side, and the Orders of the Sacred Rose, the Order of the Ebon Chalice, and the Order of the Argent Shroud on the other. Keep in mind that there are dozens of smaller order militants, but these represent the oldest and most powerful. All orders look to them for guidance. Now we get into the non-combat-oriented orders of the Orders Majoris, starting with the Orders Hospitaller. The Orders Hospitaller is a non-militant order of the Adeptus Sororitas, dedicated to healing and the provision of medical care for all citizens of the Imperium. Novice sisters of the Adepta Sororitas, who show a gift for healing and attending to the needs of others, are often ushered into the ranks of the Orders Hospitaller. Amongst the most widely welcomed of the Adeptus Sororitas, the Hospitallers are sent to war zones or disaster-stricken areas of the galaxy, providing the people of the Imperium of Man with medical care and compassion when it is most needed. The sisters of these orders aid the poor and heal the sick and the wounded in many hospitals and clinics across the Imperium, operated as a charity by the sisterhood. Their covens often take the form of hospitals and retreats, and large numbers of them accompany the armies of the Imperial Guard. They are often found as part of the Imperial Crusade, serving in battlefield hospitals on board warships in orbit. However, there are rare circumstances when they will go into battle with the Imperial Guard troops to provide support in the field when the platoon's medic is wounded. It is these battle-hardened women that the members of the Inquisition look for to join the retinues as acolytes. So skilled are the Sisters Hospitaller that they are regarded as saints by the common soldier, who far prefer their gentle ministration to the crude work undertaken by the field surgeons of the Departamental Minitorum. The Orders Hospitaller provide surgeons, physicians, and nurses. The Sisters Hospitaller are amongst the most skilled and compassionate surgeons in the Imperium. Sisters Hospitaller often serve in conjunction with other orders of the Adeptus Sororitas. Their ability to heal and return wounded battle sisters to the battlefield make them invaluable allies to the Order militant, but their knowledge of genetics also makes them useful to the Order's Famulus investigations. At the same time, their command of the anatomy of the human body often leads them to accompany an Inquisitor into the torture chamber. It is a true measure of their dedication to the Emperor that these supremely skilled and compassionate individuals are able to put aside the selfish thoughts of their personal morality and turn their hands to inflicting pain when duty calls them to do so. These sisters display incredible healing skills and compassion towards the wounded and the fallen, yet remain implacable foes to the heretics, witches, and mutants around them. Traditionally, the Sisters of the Ordo Hospitaller dress in light armor and healing robes that allow for easy movement. For example, in the Calixis sector, all but one of the Order Hospitallers have some sort of crimson and bone coloring on their robes to mark them as a medic staff. The Order of the Quiet Sorrow on Sigurd 4 alone wears a black and bone-colored scheme in penitence for a past failing. Under normal conditions, both the Order of the Torch and the Order of the Cleansing Water also wear dark blue color robes with a broad crimson strip down the front, bordered with a bone shade. The Order of the Serenity dresses in white robes with ruby red hems. Much like the militant orders, the Ordo Hospitaller are divided between the Covenant Sanctorum on Ophelia 7, including the Orders of the Eternal Candle and the Orders of Serenity, and the Covenant Prioris on Terra, including the Order of the Cleansing Water and the Order of the Torch. Though the Sisters Hospitaller are reputed to be the gentle arm of the Adeptus Sororitas, in many ways this is far from the truth. As healers, doctors, and spiritual counselors, they are peerless among other orders. They are, however, still willing and able defenders of the Imperial Creed, ready to crush the life from a heretic, mutant, or alien threat. The Hospitallers' conviction, like those of their fellow sisters, are rooted in their desire to defeat the enemies of the Emperor without hesitation. Likewise, those undeserving will either not receive any care or will be sped along to meet the Emperor face to face for final judgment. It is for this reason that the Sisters Hospitaller cannot always utilize an interrogation of a confirmed heretic, as they tend to die in their care prior to divulging information. In the Calixis sector, the Hospitallers have an exceptionally good relationship with the Imperial Guard. Their efforts have saved millions of lives, and no place more than on Tranche, with the Sisters at the Satan's Sancrine Hospital. In that never-ending civil war, the sororitas have provided solace for the wounded and dying, and have taken up arms upon occasion to defend the hospital. When the Shrouded Council attempted to make a statement by taking the hospital by force, they were surprised to find battle-ready warriors defending it, wielding their patients' autoguns and lasguns. Needless to say, the attack was repelled rather quickly. Second in size to the Order Familius, the Sisters Hospitaller are very valuable to the ecclesiarchy because of the faith they inspire. Many jaded soldiers have embraced the Imperial Creed more devoutly after a Sister Hospitaller saved their life. As a result of their personal contact with units of soldiers and officers, they can also provide the Imperial Guard with advance warning of emerging problems with morale or heretical ideas among the troops. The bedside execution of cult leader Silas Grimm by a Hospitaller Novelite during the mining riots on Pelusia 6 is a staunch reminder that the heretics have no place in the leadership of good men. His taint forced the Inquisition to purge 1/3 of the division of troops and burn down the barracks in which they lived. The remaining troops then served with distinction in quelling the riots following the purge. The Order of the Eternal Candle, the Order of Serenity, which are located on Ophelia 7, and the Order of the Cleansing Water, and the Order of the Torch, which is located on Terra, are the oldest Orders Hospitaller, but many minor Hospitaller orders exist throughout the galaxy. The second type of non-combatant Majoris orders is the Orders Dialogos. The Orders Dialogos is one of the non-militant orders of the Adeptus Sororitas. They are considered the most learned of scholars, especially in the field of both human and Xenos linguistics. The Orders Dialogos are divided amongst the Covenant Sanctorum of Ophelia 7, which includes the Order of the Holy Word and the Order of the Quill, and the Covenant Prioris on Terra, which includes the Order of the Sacred Oath and the Order of the Lexicon. Of all three most well-known non-militant orders of the Adeptus Sororitas, the Orders Dialogus is one of the least often seen, revered within the Adeptus Ministorum as some of the most learned people in the ecclesiarchy. The Sisters Dialogus generally keep to themselves. Their tasks are many and varied, as they translate the innumerable dialects and slangs of Low Gothic used throughout the Imperium. At the behest of the Inquisition and certain other parties in the imperial hierarchy, they also study Xenos language and translate text obtained from recovered Xenos artifact. Sisters Dialogus are often employed by sage acolytes in the Order Hereticus Inquisitor retinues. The average Sister Dialogus might be fluent in several hundred everyday human dialects and dozens of secret cants, ciphers, and even Xeno tongues. The Sisters of the Orders Dialogus are amongst the very few judged sufficiently pure and incorruptible to withstand the deceit with the Eldar often used in dealing with mankind. It is the duty of the accompanying Sister Dialogus to inform an imperial official of the true meaning and implication of the alien's tongue. Sisters Dialogus often work alongside both Sisters of the Order Famulus and the agents of the Inquisition. Their skills at deciphering ancient imperial records greatly aid the work of the Orders Famulus when delving into the very early days of the Imperium's noble bloodlines. When serving alongside throne agents of the Inquisition, Sister Dialogus are often required to attend interrogations, especially those of Xenos captives, to serve as translators. Inquisitors heading into places that speak new or unusual dialects often seek them out for their skills in unblocking ciphers and translating languages. Though they specialized in languages and processing information, Sisters Dialogus are just as martially trained and fanatically devote to the Imperial Creed as the Battle Sisters. Sisters Dialogus are talented and extremely diligent in caring for the records they are entrusted with, and guarding the secrets of the ecclesiarchy and the sisterhood. They understand better than anyone that knowledge is useless if it is not acted upon. Any extended field assignment which either the Inquisition or the ecclesiarchy grants them a unique opportunity to experience the diversity of the Imperium firsthand, and to use their knowledge to actively hunt down heretics and pry their secrets from them. They also know that the information they seek and guard comes with the eternal threat of temptation. It has been drummed into them that they cannot fail in their duties, because when condemned knowledge falls into the hands of the unwary, catastrophe often follows. Only when their linguistics or cipher-breaking skills are required will a Sister Dialogus generally leave their data stacks. There has been occasions where a full mission is sent to retrieve data, though this is rare because the risk involved in letting a sister with access to sacred and secret information out into the open is very high and has to be authorized by the Covenant. This has led the Dialogus to be much more cloistered and in some ways naive to other orders. When on active field duty with the Order Militant or the Ordo Hereticus, the Dialogus are generally used in a support role as communication or scientific experts. Field agents are likely to hear them only at the other end of a vox link as they provide detailed information on the enemy. Another aspect of the Sisters of the Ordo Dialogus is that they are some of the best information gatherers in the sororitas. Respected for their translation skills, they often work in data repositories and thus have access to new sources of information. Both the ecclesiarchy and the Inquisition use this detailed information to sniff out potential threats to the Imperial Creed and the Imperium. While the Sisterhood has frowned on the Inquisition's use of Dialogus service, their efforts had led to the discovery and destruction of numerous chaos cults. Within a given sector of Imperial space, there is often a large concentration of Sisters of the Ordo Dialogus, housed in a formidable preceptory known as a Sanctum Dialogus. These preceptories are usually guarded by 1,000 battle sisters and sometimes a squadron of Imperial Navy warships in close orbit. No one within the Dialogus will ever reveal the secrets held within its vaults, under penalty of death, though it is generally believed by outsiders that these vaults hold all manner of heretical and Xeno text, which have been, or are currently being, fully translated into High Gothic. The oldest and most trusted orders dialogus are the Order of the Holy Word, the Order of the Quill on Ophelia 7, and the Order of the Sacred Oath, and the Order of the Lexicon on Terra. Lastly, we have the Orders Famulus. The non-militant Order Famulus of the Adeptus Sororitas serve amongst the households of the highest of the Imperium's nobility, acting as their chamberlains, counselors, and consuls. They broker internal house allegiances, trade deals, and marriages, and their hand is ever at work amongst the highest echelons of imperial power. The Sisters of Famulus are skilled diplomats, able to reconcile the most bitter of rivals, but their true mission is often performed entirely behind the scenes. Where the Sisters Famulus have worked over the last several millennia, tides have been maintained or increased, trade has improved, and in general, the population has fared better than any other world. With such clear evidence of the benefits they bring in, the Sisters Famulus are in high demand amongst the noble families throughout the Imperium. The most sought-after sisters come from the Order of the Key or Order of the Gate from Ophelia 7, or often from the Order of the Holy Seal or Order of the Sacred Coin from Convent Prioris on Terra. As you can see, the Sisters of Battle are much more diverse than simple warrior women, and their scope extends even further when we look at the minor orders that exist scattered throughout the galaxy. But that will be for another video. And those were 40 facts on the organization of the Sisters of Battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you create the lore behind your own Sisters of Battle army, whether you're just creating the Order's militant lore or whether you want to flesh out the other orders that work alongside your Order's militant and your army. To help you even further, we want to give you a Sisters of Battle army. We are giving away a Sisters of Battle army set box for our subscriber appreciation giveaway. It is the end of the year, and we want to give you guys the opportunity to start playing 40K on the tabletop, or at least collecting. A lot of you guys say that you guys listen to our lore because you read the books, but you've never actually collected the models or played. This is an excellent opportunity for you to start a army because it essentially is an entire army. These models can't even be purchased on Games Workshop yet. You have to buy the box set, and we're giving the box set away. In order for you to win, number one, you have to be a subscriber because this is a subscriber appreciation giveaway. Number two, you have to comment down in the comment section below. You can comment whatever you want, however many times you want. Just be careful, don't spam. And like this video, so hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends on Instagram, on Reddit, on Facebook, whatever social media you guys use. Good luck, guys. We're going to announce the winner to this awesome box set next week around the same time, and anybody can participate. Good luck to you guys. And then just one more thing before I go. I will forever say Adeptus Sororitas. I know the common thing that GW does, and the correct way of doing it is pronouncing it Adepta Sororitas. That makes me think of a potato chip. And the last thing I want to do when I'm talking about the lore of Warhammer 40K is think of a potato chip. Sororitas does not sound good to me, so I will forever say Adeptus Sororitas. That's not going to go away. But thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate you guys, and talk to you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.